Sorry.
सेनोरिटा, बड़े बड़े देशों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती है. बेटा, तुमसे ना हो पाएगा.
ए हीरो, चल निकल यहाँ से. अब हम खेलेंगे यहाँ पे.
क्यों भाई?
अरे चलो रे, बताओ इसको. ए हीरो, दूर रह से. आज नहीं बचेगा तू.
तू होता कौन है?
लड़ाई सिर्फ 3 चीजों से रुकती है: एंटरटेनमेंट, एंटरटेनमेंट, एंटरटेनमेंट. लेट्स हैव अ डांस ऑफ.
डन.
ओके, डन.
चलो रे.
अबे रुको.
अरे यार, अब क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
प्रॉब्लम ये है कि वो लड़की है. और क्या प्रॉब्लम है? प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हम चाहते हैं हमारी लाइफ में कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो, लेकिन अगर हमारी लाइफ में कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो तो ये उनकी लाइफ की सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है. बेसिकली हर लड़की की लाइफ में एक उम्र आती है जब उसे रियलाइज होता है कि अब उसकी लाइफ में एक ड्राइवर, एक बॉडीगार्ड, एक नौकर और एक एटीएम होना चाहिए. तब वो ढूंढती है बॉयफ्रेंड. बॉयफ्रेंड को रखती है, काम पर रखती है, काम अच्छा लगे तो नौकरी, परमानेंट, शादी. शादी की सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या होती है?
Well, problem ये है कि entertainment has now become entertainment. आपकी entertainment का end हो गया. And this is something that a lot of us go through when we're watching this gripping scene and suddenly the battery goes off. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rachna. Thank you for joining us today here and also on the webcast. What we're doing here today is to take you through a product which is going to change the way you consume entertainment. But to begin with, I'm going to talk about what we're doing in terms of entertaining ourselves today and what we're not able to do because, you know, obviously our gadgets aren't really supporting us the way we want them to. Let's first get into some stats. So what's essentially driving this need for entertainment? What we've identified is that it's largely being driven by data connectivity. The fact that today, at 460 million active internet users, we are the second largest online population in the world, ranked second by, following China overall. And you can see that about 90% of that is being driven by mobile devices. In fact, a lot of us have the mobile phones as the primary source of data connectivity. And you can see that what is it that people are really doing? Essentially, 55% of them are on social media. And that becomes one of the key things that people are using their mobile phones for as well. And 90% of that is actually happening on mobile phones. But is that all? I mean, are we only, browsing social networks? No. So as per a recent study by Google, there are two key things that people do. One is, of course, browse social media. The other is watch videos. Of course, the close second to that is going to be using, search to look for products like ours, and also play games, look for product information. But what's interesting is that even on social networks, people are consuming more and more videos. What we've learned is that on Instagram, there is a 4x growth of content produced every day, year on year. And that's, sort of the power of video and the way it's growing. So if you look at the core, sort of rise of video consumption in India, it's being, sort of phenomenal in terms of growth. There is an estimated 2 to 5x times growth across platforms. So like YouTube, Hotstar, Amazon Prime, all of them are growing their, monthly active user base phenomenally. Even a platform like Twitter has shown a 2x growth in terms of video consumption. What's really happening here is about 90% of them are watching it on mobile, and like I mentioned, it's being, sort of driven by data on the go. So 60% of these people are consuming content on a 4G connection, which is only something that I can call as the geo effect, and the fact that we have the lowest GBPS rates in the world, which is currently at 5 rupees. And what this is ending up doing is making us the largest online content consumption country in the world. And it's about a whopping 12.3 hours of content that we're consuming every week. That is huge. And what's also interesting is that this is not just, the number of hours that we're spending, it's also the kind of content that we're consuming. It's primarily now becoming long-form content. So Hotstar released a study recently where they talk about how 96% of people on their platform are watching content which is 20 minutes or longer. Of course, this includes live sports, it would include a lot of movies, but the fact that people want to watch uninterrupted content is what gives us the need to, sort of develop a product that's going to cater to this. And if you just see, interestingly, the kind of spread of how we're consuming content and how late we're consuming content. Look here, a city like, say, Pune or Kanpur, perhaps the whole city shuts down by 10. Literally the whole city is like sleeping. But there are people out there who are hooked to videos and they're watching it as late as 2:27 a.m. I mean, that's amazing. So it's not just that we're watching more videos, we're so hooked to it that we're not letting go either. What is the reason for that, though? Why are we so hooked to our mobile phones, and why are we watching, so much more content than ever before? Well, the biggest reason is convenience, the fact that it's a mobile device, you can watch, videos anywhere and pretty much everywhere. But more than that, it's also the fact that it feels personal. It is your space. The fact that you could be on a super crowded bus or a train, but you can create your own zone, It's about your little theater in the palm of your hands. It's about ensuring that even at home, you're not negotiating with your mom that, TV pe nagin aayega ki aapka football match chalega. It is all about finding your source of entertainment your way. Just to take a step back. When we found this data, and we found it very interesting, we took to the streets to figure out what is it that people are doing with their phones, and is this really true? Are they really consuming so much entertainment? And if yes, are they happy with the way they're doing it? Let's just see a quick video on what we found out.
I use social media to remain connected with my friends the most.
YouTubing, just watching movies, WhatsApp or Netflix.
FIFA is on these days, so I like watching all these things on my phone.
Live matches on Hotstar.
Mostly for movies, Netflix and YouTube.
Well, I use it for social surfing, be it WhatsApp, Facebook, or I like to hear music on it.
For YouTube and news apps. So I use my phone mostly when I'm at my home or when I'm in the metro.
Of course, whenever I need some break, I use it for entertainment.
So I use like while in office at home. So it's like ventilator for all of us, I think.
So usually I'm always on the move. So basically whenever I'm traveling, I use it the most.
I use my phone in a very long Uber ride when it's taking forever to get home.
So my entertainment stops when my battery starts to die.
When my battery finishes.
When I'm not at home and my phone's charge runs out and I don't have a power bank on me.
Or whenever my battery goes down.
Mobile battery is about to die or my data is about to get exhausted.
I have to switch my power bank. Okay, I have to off my locations.
I just reduce the brightness of my phone.
I turn on the power saving mode on my phone.
2-3 power banks with me all the time.
Either I'll have to carry charger or power bank, or I'll have to ask someone for the charger.
So as you saw, it's kind of evident that battery is the biggest problem today in the phone that you use. And people have to carry a power bank or 2 or 3, as the gentleman said, just to stay connected and to get entertained. And if you see here, we also, sort of looked at our consumer data and asked them, what is it that they're, most pained by in terms of the current usage. And you can see that the top 3 reasons listed here are also battery related. Whether it's about the fact that your battery backup is not enough, or it worsens over time, or the fact that it takes forever for you to charge your phone, it is all the biggest pain that we feel, on our device today, which is followed by a close second on the screen being too small, or the fact that you don't have storage capacity for your entertainment or your photographs as well. Well, we are here to change, all of this and to, sort of get rid of all of these woes and to keep you entertained non-stop. Speaking of entertainment, let me call back on stage the man we interrupted a little while back, the super entertaining, I'd rather say, and the it guy of the year, Karthik Aryan. Hey Karthik, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. मेरी तस्वीर है.
Good picture, huh?
It's a new picture. आप लोग को कैसे मिली? Social media के through.
That's right.
Yeah.
And isn't that what you're, sort of supremely popular on as well today?
Actually, मैं बहुत social media से addicted हूँ. मेरे को I need help. इतना addicted हूँ. I think most of us are. हम लोग हमेशा पूरे टाइम आजकल सारी information जो है सब social media से मिलती है. In fact, with all of us also, actors also, we have our own portals. Yeah. Like our Instagram account is as good as a portal. जहाँ पे हम लोग information share करते हैं, हमारी नई photos जैसे ये आई है बाहर, share करते हैं, हमारी नई informations we share with you guys. I think it's a great time to be in. I mean, yeah, seriously.
So even your film promotions, you try to, sort of use social platforms and video platforms in a large manner. Would you want to talk about that?
Yeah, actually, we as artists, we are experimenting with different formats. I mean, in terms of entertainment to appeal to our audiences, their evolved needs. We are exploring different क्या बोलते हैं उनको, social media formats and stuff like that. We need new phones जिसमें we could actually have long battery backup, which Motorola has. I think हम लोग हमेशा हमारी एक प्रॉब्लम होती है कि हम लोग फिल्म्स देखना चाहते हैं, हम लोग हमारे मोनोलॉग्स देखना चाहते हैं, हम लोग काफ़ी चीज़ें देखना चाहते हैं, अपने फ़ोन पे देखना चाहते हैं सब. लेकिन we don't have that battery backup, we don't have that long big screen, so we are facing a lot of issues with that. But I think everything is on phone, everything is on the go, and you want it on your phone, on your social media. So I think that's the way to connect right now.
That's true. And as an artist, I'm sure you put in a lot of effort into creating content, which is what you're saying that is getting consumed on, mobile phones, on social media. So how much of an effort did it take for you to say, for example, deliver this line that we just, interrupted earlier?
दिस लाइन ये एक्चुअली मेरे मोनोलॉग की लाइन है इसमें 1 हफ्ता लगा था ये मेमोराइज करने में पूरा
1 हफ्ता? My God, that's huge.
it's
That's a lot of effort.
इट्स अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट बट उससे पहले वाला भी मेरा एक मोनोलॉग है जो पंचनामा 1 में था उसमें 1 महीना लगा था
Wow.
तो
And how does it feel when, suddenly in the middle of somebody watching you deliver this, it gets interrupted?
That's what I mean. We as actors or anyone, I mean, बहुत सारे लोग पीछे होते हैं एक सीन करने के और when that thing comes across in your social media, in your Instagram or in your YouTube link, और वो आपके फ़ोन की बैटरी जब डाई हो जाती है बीच सीन में तो all your efforts they go in vain और सामने वाले के लिए वो सीन थोड़ा सा इतना इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं रह जाता है. So I think वो एक चीज़ है जो we need that thing right now. एंड बिकॉज हम लोग की बहुत मेहनत लगती है ये सब काम करने में एंड ये छोटे छोटे पोस्ट बनाने में छोटे छोटे वीडियोस बनाने में और फिल्म्स बनाने में जो आजकल सब चीज़ें फ़ोन्स पे अवेलेबल है. सो आई थिंक वो चीज़ को फ़ोन पे लाना और फ़ोन को उस तरीके का फ़ोन लाना आई थिंक मार्केट में बहुत ज़रूरी है.
Well, we've heard you, and we're introducing a phone today that's going to change all of this and ensure that we're entertaining and getting entertained uninterrupted. May I now invite Abhishek on stage to give us the phone that's going to change all of this today.
Hi.
Presenting the Moto E5 Plus and the Moto E5. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Karthik. Thanks so much. Yeah. Yes, please.
Yeah.
All yours. And now I'm going to hand over to Abhishek from our product marketing team to take you through the details of this entertainment powerhouse. Thank you.
Thank you, Rachna. Thanks for sharing with us how today smartphones are at the center of everything we do. Now, in case the battery dies on your smartphone, you miss out on a lot of things. A very warm welcome to all the media and bloggers out here and to the people who are watching us live on YouTube and Facebook. Hi, I'm Abhishek and I'm the product manager for Motorola devices in India. So before I jump into the product, I just wanted to cover a bit about the Moto E series and how it fits into the overall Motorola product portfolio. Now, the Moto E series was conceptualized as a high value for money franchise, which basically ticks all the must-have features for a particular smartphone. And this has worked pretty well for us. So India today contributes the highest number of e-devices which are sold across the world. India, just being a country, beats regions like Europe and Middle East Africa, Latin America, and North America when it comes to number of E-series devices sold. This legacy was built in a span of 4 generations where we kept on taking consumer feedback and kept on improving on the product so that it suits the consumer's needs. So let's go down the memory lane and see how we built the Moto E legacy. The very first Moto E device was launched back in 2014, which was the Moto E First Gen. The Moto E First Gen was an online exclusive and it was a rarity at that time. The Moto E First Gen was an affordable device from a big brand like Motorola and it was taken very well by the consumers. Then came the 4G wave and we launched the Moto E Second Gen, which was a 4G enabled device so that we enable our consumers to access 4G through Motorola devices. With the advent of 4G, we saw that the consumers are spending a lot of time on their phone. They were surfing websites, they were sending messages, they were visiting social websites, and hence the need for a bigger battery and a better screen came in. That's where we launched the Moto E3 Power, which had an even bigger battery, a better screen, and a bigger storage. But our consumers did not stop here. So as Rachna shared, that over-the-top media services like Amazon Prime, Netflix, and Hotstar are gaining in popularity. And with data rates falling down, people are spending more and more time on their smartphones. Thus, we did not stop as well. The Moto E4 Plus was the very first 5000 mAh battery in its price class. The Moto E4 Plus was the fastest and the largest selling device in the Moto E history across the world. Now that's a big achievement. To top this device took a lot of effort. We went back to the whiteboard, we took all the inputs what Rachna had shared, and we came up with the new Moto E5 Plus. The Moto E5 Plus does not compromise on the battery. It features the same 5000 mAh battery, which gives you uninterrupted 2 days of usage. And that does not mean that you have to compromise on the slimness of your device. With the 5000 mAh battery, you can do 18 hours of video playback. 18 hours of video playback means you can watch 18 episodes of Game of Thrones without going to have to charge your phone. And in case you are a music lover, you can have 200 plus hours of music. Or in case you just surf the internet, you can do it for 20 plus hours straight. All in all, this device is designed as a complete content consumption device and a perfect device for binge watching. I use it for binge watching my favorite Netflix series. But in case your battery dies down, what do? We know it's a pain to charge a 4000 mAh battery and let alone a 5000 mAh battery. That's why we have put a 10 watt rapid charger inside the box. The 10 watt rapid charger gives you an instant boost in case you are out of battery. Apart from that, we have Moto app suggestions, which keeps on suggesting you apps so that you can improve your battery life. So in case you have an app which is draining your phone's battery, you can simply kill that app and it will suggest you that you should kill that app to save more battery. The 5000 mAh battery on this device drives a massive 6 inches display. The good thing about this display is that this 6 inches display fits in the same profile as a 5.5 inches E4 Plus. We have not made the device longer or taller. It's a similar profile and fits perfectly in your hand. But it drives a 6 inches HD Plus Max Vision display, which is an 18 by 9 display. Now, we got a lot of input from our Moto E4 Plus users. Our Moto E4 Plus users, or even the previous generations, kept on passing comments that Moto E series does not have a notification light. I'm pretty sure you will be familiar with that. We have solved that particular issue in a manner which generates a much more richer consumer experience. So for the first time, the Moto E series will be coming with Moto Display. With Moto Display, what you can do is you can see all the notifications from the lock screen itself. So you do not have to unlock your phone. You simply see the notifications on the lock screen itself, and you can interact it with at then and there. Now, the third major change was in terms of design. The Moto E4 Plus had a curved design overall and was carved out of smooth and brushed metal. It set a design change when it was launched a year back. It set a design precedent. Even till date, we see devices which are launched with a similar metallic design. The Moto E5 Plus follows the 2018 design ideology of Motorola smartphones. It's a complete revamp in terms of design of how the smartphones look today. So when I talk about the design, there are three key elements. So one, it is carved out of premium looking 3D polymer glass. But that's just not it. On top of this 3D polymer glass, you have a reflective wave pattern. So you can see how it shines in the light when I turn the phone around. So there is separate coating which gives or brings out this premium look. On top of this phone has an arched back. So you can see the back has been a little arched. So this makes it very comfortable to grip. On top of it, it has rounded edges. So in case you are binge watching, it has a 5000 mAh battery, you are watching a series straight for 18 hours, make sure that your palm are well rested and you can hold the device for longer. We have also borrowed this iconic camera design from the X series, which you can see here, and a complete distinctive design overall, where the Motorola dimple at the back doubles up as a fingerprint sensor as well. So overall, there has been a lot of effort which has gone into designing this particular phone. And we have made sure that in case you are buying a device which satisfies your needs for content consumption, it also looks good. Since it has a bigger battery and it has a bigger screen, we have added an extra layer of protection between the battery and the rear cover, so that in case it falls, it can withstand accidental drops. When I compare it side by side with E4 Plus, now the screen has gone bigger, and from metal it changes to 3D polymer back. A normal assumption would be that the device would have become a little heavier and a little thicker, but that's not the case. So we have re-engineered it and made it thinner by 0.3 millimeters and lighter by 3 grams, all with a bigger screen. In the processor department, this runs a Snapdragon 430 octa-core processor and comes with 3 GB of RAM. Now, when I combine this with the stock Android experience on this device promises a fluid experience in terms of performance. In the camera department, E4 Plus was a 13 megapixel, this becomes a 12 megapixel, but the bigger change is in terms of the pixel size. So the E4 Plus did not have large pixel. The E5 Plus comes with 1.25 micron meter large pixel camera, which basically means in case you are in low lighting conditions, it can capture much of the light since the sensor size is larger, and you can get much higher quality images when you are shooting in low light conditions. On top of this, it supports full HD video recording as well. But that's not it. We have also made an interesting addition to the E series for the first time. For the first time, the E series will be coming with a laser autofocus sensor. So in case you are trying to capture something on the move, or in case while you are on the move and you are trying to capture something, it makes sure that your photos do not have a blur. The E5 Plus also comes with a smart camera where you can scan barcodes or QR codes, or in fact business cards from the camera interface itself. So you do not have to download a third-party application and install it on your phone. In the front camera department, the E5 Plus has a 5 megapixel wide-angle lens, and it also comes with a selfie flash, so that in case you are partying out in the night, you can easily click a picture with a selfie flash. Again, a first for the E series. So for the first time, both front and rear cameras will support professional mode photography. So when I say professional mode, you can control all the key aspects of clicking a photograph in case you do not trust the smart photograph where it automatically detects the setting. So you can change the exposure, you can change the shutter speed, you can change the white balance, and you can change the focus. Now we already talked about display. We talked about how Moto display is for the first time coming to the Moto E series. But on top of it, we have a bunch of other Moto actions which are being built onto the device. And these are the actions or experiences which basically enhance your experience of the phone on a day-to-day usage and are very easy and intuitive to learn. So for example, the swipe to shrink. Just a use case would be that in case you are holding a shopping bag on your right hand and you're using your phone from the left hand, it's very difficult to reach the right top corner of the phone. So you simply swipe from the bottom and the screen resizes so that you are able to reach every corner of the phone. The Moto approach is a part of Moto display. Now there is a statistic that on a daily basis a consumer unlocks his phone or tries to look at his phone at least 200 times. Now what Moto approach does is it anticipates when you are going to look at your phone. So as soon as you try to reach towards your phone, it will show you pop up the notification on Moto display. And then you can decide whether you have to look at your phone or not. Now with a bigger battery and a bigger display, I'm pretty sure a lot of consumers will be binge watching series, will be binge watching Netflix, or be watching FIFA matches on their phones itself. So for that, to make sure that in high contrast situations, so when I say high contrast, for example, when you're lying in your bed and looking at your screen with the lights turned out, that is something which is a little harmful for the eyes. And hence we have introduced a night display which basically turns your screen into a much warmer tone which is soothing for your eyes and does not affect your eyes. The last but not the least is the attentive display. It's very annoying when I am reading an article on, let's say, a non-Motorola phone and the screen turns off. So for this, the Motorola phones come with an attentive display where in case you are reading an article or you're visiting any website, the screen will remain on while you're looking at the screen. Additionally, and one of the very key requirements for the Indian market, the Moto E5 Plus will be coming with 3 slots. So there will be a dedicated micro SD slot which will be supporting 128 GBs of storage space. Now what's in the box? In the box you get a protective clear case which adds protection to the device, but it does not hide the beauty of the device because it's transparent. And you also get high quality earphones with mic inside the box. So that's all, ladies and gentlemen, that's the E5 Plus for you. Before I go, I would want to talk about one more product that we have launched recently in retail, which is the Moto E5. Now the Moto E5 is a complete road warrior. It has a rugged design, it has a big battery and a bigger screen, and is at an affordable price point. The Moto E5 comes with fast focus, 13 megapixel PDAF cameras, and it comes with large display which is a 5.7-inch HD plus display. It supports the same technology or supports the same aspect ratio which is 18:9 and hence our max vision display. It again comes with rapid charge. It will be having a 10-watt rapid charger inside the box and has 4000 mAh of battery. All in all, a complete rugged device designed for people who are always on the move. So these are the two phones that are being launched today, side by side in terms of comparison. The Moto E5 Plus, big display, big battery, big entertainment, and the Moto E5 which has again a big battery but at an affordable price point, which makes it a perfect phone for people who are always on the move. Can we have the video please? that was the product video summing up all the key features that we talked about, a complete entertainment device and a complete road warrior. So now when I compare the E5 Plus with the E4 Plus and in terms of the enhancements that have been made on the new generation device, I mean there is a lot. If I try to list it down, it will fill the whole page. But these are the top 5 things that I can think of. A bump up in terms of screen size, you get a bigger screen. You get a 12 megapixel camera but with a large pixel size which lets you capture good photographs in case you are shooting in low light conditions, and an added advantage of laser autofocus. You get a premium 3D arched back which is comfortable to hold and gives an overall premium look to the device. You get a Qualcomm octa-core and Moto display for the first time on any E-series smartphone. And hence, I mean, I am not counting all the other added advantages that the Moto E5 Plus has over E4 Plus. So all of these inputs have gone into the pricing of this device. So let's reveal what all we have been waiting for, the pricing of the device. The Moto E5 will be priced at 9,999 and the Moto E5 Plus will be priced at 11,999. Thank you. There are a bunch of offers which will be running on during the day of launch. So the Moto E5 Plus will be available exclusively with Amazon. For the first 2 days, which is 11th and 12th, we will be running an SBI card flat 800 rupees discount on SBI credit cards. You get no cost EMIs up to 9 months, and you get up to 1,000 rupees off on exchange. These offers will be running on Amazon for the first 2 days, which is 11th and 12th, and the phone goes live tonight at 12 midnight. Again, in terms of telecom partners, we have Jio, who will be giving us 130 GB additional data for the very first time. This is an exclusive deal with Jio. And for our offline partners, which is Moto Hubs and retail, we have Paytm Mall offers, which is 1,200 rupees discount on any Paytm Mall purchases. For E5, this will be available only at our Moto Hubs, and will be, again, our telecom partners will be Jio, who will be providing 130 GBs additional data, and Paytm Mall will be providing us with 1,200 vouchers for any purchase on Paytm Mall. So that's all, ladies and gentlemen. You have been a wonderful audience. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you.